Track Attack for Wii and Nintendo DS. Race the fastest rides. Ultra Race. Conquer the wildest tracks. Design the ultimate racetrack. Zoom past your friends and fly into first. Hot Wheels Track Attack on Wii and Nintendo DS.
Hello everyone, it's the Axle Shifter here, and here we have another Forlorn Classic episode. And today, we're going to be talking about another childhood game of mine, Hot Wheels Track Attack for Nintendo DS. I know there's the Wii version, but the Nintendo DS version is the one that I grew up with. So, yeah, without further ado, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into this. I played this game a lot when I was younger, so let's finally get back to this game. Here we go. Hot Wheels Track Attack was developed by Firebrand Games, who are well known for their DS ports of several racing games. Examples include Race Driver Grid, Trackmania, Dirt 2, Need for Speed Nitro, Cartoon Network Racing, NASCAR Unleashed, and Cars 2 the video game, which I've already talked about in a previous Forlorn Classics episode, so yeah, you can see it in a playlist that I linked in a video description, and so yeah. But anyways, Firebrand were already experienced when it came to making car games, so this should be pretty easy to make for them. But as for the gameplay itself, there's a single player mode where you complete over 52 events, unlocking cars and earning tokens with each race. And you can choose from 4 different scenarios/worlds to race in. And this game even includes 36 original Hot Wheels castings, each with 3 paint jobs, and a customizable paint jobs. Some of these well-known cars include the Bone Shaker, Asphalt Assault, Ultra Rage, 16 Angels, Cockney Cab 2, the Diora 2, Shoot the Kill! No, whatever, sorry. The Nerve Hammer, and the Buzz Bomb. There's also a multiplayer mode where up to 4 players can race at a time, but custom paint jobs cannot be used during these multiplayer events, unfortunately, so yeah. And for each world, players can build up to 3 different custom tracks thanks to the track builder. And speaking of which, you can even, there is a track builder, like I said before, where you can build up to and save 3 custom tracks. And players can start by drawing the basic shape of their track, which will consist of a straight track, small curves, and even possibly bridges. And after completing their circuit, a player, or you for example, can add different pieces onto the track, such as loops or corkscrews. And you can also use the drawing tool to change the basic shape of the track too. And the player can test or race on their track after completing a certain time after completing the circuit. Now, I love the gameplay of this game because it allows you to design and customize your own different tracks, like many Hot Wheels games do, which I absolutely love. And it also offers a high level of creativity and stuff and personalization because the track can be your own, yeah. And this feature can also allow you to enjoy building and experiencing different track layouts. And plus, the car choices are really good too. They chose some really good vehicles here, especially the Diora 2, Buzz Bomb, the Nerve Hammer, and the Cockney Cab 2. Those are my favorite cars in this game. And of course, you can't forget about the Twin Mill 3 and the Bone Shaker. That's pretty cool. And as for the racing and driving physics themselves, they're decent enough as the cars can be controlled pretty well enough and they go decently fast, so it's not that difficult. And it's enough to the point where each car feels distinct enough from each other to the point where they're not just driving all the exact same. So yeah, that's a good one. The soundtrack of this game fucking slaps and it goes super hard even to this day. I always remember listening to the Beach 2 music and it being my favorite song out of the whole game, but there are some other songs throughout this game, throughout the tracks, that are pretty good, so listen to them. One downside about this game is that I do wish that there were more modes beside from standard races, and I also wish that you can change the difficulty of the races themselves because, to be perfectly honest, now replaying this game now, this is pretty easy difficulty type of game when you get the hang of things, when you get the hang of controlling your car and, racing against the other opponents because, yeah, unfortunately there's no way of increasing the challenge or anything. And also, I do wish there were more types of, cars, or say, I get there are 36 cars, so are quite a lot, but I do wish there were a little more. But, yeah. So, overall, I still think, despite its flaws, Hot Wheels Track Attack for a Nintendo DS is highly underappreciated, and I would really recommend you check this version out, or really any version of this game, either Nintendo DS or the Wii version, because both of them are still really good and highly nostalgic to me, especially the DS version, because once again, I grew up with this version of Hot Wheels Track Attack. But now it's time we get into the Forgotten rating. So, where do I scale this game on the Forgotten scale of Forlorn Classics? Well, I would scale it from around 4 out of 10. The reason why is because people are aware of this game because there is documented research and people do make videos on it still, but it's still not really being talked about as well, which is exactly why it's a Forlorn Classic. But, yeah, that's my rating. This is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys try to check this game out for yourselves. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.